Oh, moving to frame. Yep. Welcome to another episode of Cooked Units. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Kaileb Hyland. This is Lachie. We're good mates. Been mates for a long while now. Yeah, we just chat shit and talk about life and things going on. Just dumb shit, funny stories.
Yep, 100%.
So yeah, did you hear this week? Did you hear in the news what happened?
No, I barely paid attention to the news. Already fucked up on the earpiece again.
Yeah, already fucked the
Beast.
earpiece. Yeah, nice beast. Yeah, so Frankston's getting its own Monopoly themed board, like Monopoly Frankston game.
What do you mean?
So it's going to be Monopoly, but it's Frankston themed.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's funny as.
Who's making that?
I don't know. Someone. It's probably they paid some like tourism money to try and like.
Is it like just a board game or is it like an actual interactive?
No, it's like an actual board game you can buy. So it's like Monopoly Frankston.
What the fuck? It's just going to be straight to jail.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
All go
No,
to
I was
jail.
thinking like, what are the tokens going to be like?
Nothing.
You can have like a goon
Got
bag,
a
TNs,
syringe that snapped off,
yeah, crack pipe.
a bum bag.
Yeah, like you land on the train stations and then you just have to hand your money over because you get rolled by essays.
I was saying this to Carl yesterday. The train station's actually getting a lot worse. Every time we've driven past there, it's been fucked.
Oh, yeah, there's heaps of homeless people there and shit. It's like fucked. Like, I feel bad for
The
them.
last 4 times we've been there, remember we went to pick up the cables and
Yeah.
there was like a junkie chick crying. And then
Yeah,
there's a dude like chasing her and we're like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
fuck?
And then there's that dude that was just crying because he had his hat on, but he was trying to be all gangster like the black guys in America where he just had it on top of his head. He wasn't wearing it. He just had a cap on backwards and it was just placed on his head and he's like, oh yeah, man, yeah, fucking. I see him down there.
Pretty
in a bit.
fucked. Like, I remember one time just after COVID I was there and there was a fucking junkie in a wheelchair, had no legs.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it around before.
Yeah. And he was trying to, these Eshe kids, like, they must have been like 15, 16, were stirring him up. And so he gets out of the wheelchair to try and fight him, and the cops are like, just drag him back to the wheelchair. Like, legit just gets on fucking all fours and goes at these kids. I'm like, what were you ever going to do? Like, you have fucking no legs, guy.
Yeah, no, it's nuts.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I try and avoid the train station.
Yeah, it's not the best place to live, if I'm honest.
It sucks if say it was no roundabouts, no lights, and just like a 60k zone.
You could fly through.
Yeah, straight through the train station. I'd yell shit from the windows.
Oh, yeah.
But
Just beast
because
it.
there's a lot of lights, a lot of cops, a lot of crackheads, 40k's, I'm not doing it.
It's COD zombies, man. Like,
Yeah, they're fucking hanging on the car. They got nothing better to do as well, so that's the thing. Like, they're willing to jump on your car.
Yeah, there's some that you see there, like, because I catch the train to work, and you'll see them in the morning, like, just there, just doing nothing. And then you come back and they're still there, and you're like, what the fuck?
You get off at the fucking Cunnanook station as well.
Yeah.
That's fucked. That's the worst one.
That's not even that bad. There's no one there.
No, everyone just gets... There was like a whole, like, several years of, like, cunts just continually getting stabbed there.
Oh, yeah. I haven't witnessed anything like that. All I've seen so far is just a junkie who just rolled he had a massive, like, office printer next to him and he was sitting on the thing waiting to catch the train. And I'm like, yeah, you're not doing any paperwork, bro. You've obviously just fucking rolled that from somewhere.
Anyone,
yeah. Oh, yeah, I got to send the boys my documents.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It reminds me of that OJ video of the junkies on the train station. In
Oh yeah, that's my favorite video of all time.
What
That's the best. I need to find
it. TV? Or
yeah, they had a TV on a
on
office chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like walking it across the line, and there's a train coming, and then the wheels get caught in the train tracks, and they're all freaking out. And they're like, "Oh fuck! Oh, we gotta get it! Oh, need the TV! What do we do? What's stuck?" And you'd think you'd just like pick it up and move it, but they're just sitting there, just
Yeah. I guess you don't think.
yeah. And then there's like PSOs coming to like stop the
Yeah,
train.
the cops
and
run over and they're like waving the train down. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny as fuck. You should just let them get cleaned up. Like you're doing the Lord's work, I reckon. Just taking them out.
Well, this is where you and me have had this discussion. Like, it's probably a bit fucked, but if you think about it, if you want to get rid of crackheads and drug addicts, Easter's a joke, by the way. It's a joke.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But you can make them sterile. Just put shit in ice to make them sterile so they can't have kids. Because crackheads always have heaps of kids.
Yeah, that is weird that crackheads just... I kind of get it now because the guy from work who is going to be doing time, he is dating this chick. She's our age. He's double our age, right?
Mm.
She's an ex-ice junkie who was on it for 6 years as well. So from like 19 to 25, she was on ice. Like, imagine all the damage that fucking shit did. Anyway, they're having a kid. And I'm like, oh, I'm not surprised. He's like, oh, I don't want it at all. And opposed to starting a family, her ideology behind it was, I get more settling payments. Like, she doesn't even fucking factor in the kid or the family. That's it. And he's like, yeah, she's keeping it because she gets paid more from settling. I was like, what the fuck is the point of having a kid then? It's going to get neglected all because you get paid like $2,000 a fortnight just to have this fucking kid.
That's fucked, man.
That's, I guess, their mindset to it, which is retarded.
Yeah, but that's what they do in Centrelink as well. They tell you, they go like, oh yeah, if you have another one, you'll get more money. And they're like, oh yeah, I'll just get fucked
this
again.
Is my solution. I call it the final solution. We make it so you have to come to like an in-person meeting to get your Centrelink approved. And it's out the back of Cape Shank. And we set up a few tents, make you sign a few forms, and then just put them all away. Now, no one here can tell me that we're not going to improve the world's economy if we eradicate these things. We're going to fucking, have all this money going through the economy, like for single moms and people that need it. We can fix the homeless problem if we kill junkies. And nobody's going to like put their hand up and argue. They're going to be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I reckon we just have the purge and then just once a year, just like clean slate.
No, we can't have the purge though because those boys would get pretty hectic during the purge. They'd be the ones arming up straight away.
Yeah.
Like they've already got weapons. Like junkies always have weapons. I don't know why. It's like they're going to always get to the consistent conflict. It's weird. It's like the junkie that used to work at my place. He fucking was carrying a tomahawk with an ocky strap around his chest and a jar of ammonia just in case bikies were coming to get him. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, guy?
Yeah, kind of like what life are you living where that...
I want to know...
You have to do that every day.
Because they keep saying it's a jar of ammonia that he had because he was going to like try to blind the junkies or whatever. Or the bikies, sorry. And was it gas or was it like a fucking powdered form? Because if he tried to like capture ammonia gas, you definitely didn't get it. And how would you ever...
I'm pretty sure you can make ammonia from like just pissing on bleach, and that's probably what he did. But it's not like proper ammonia.
See, I haven't educated myself on this. Do you want to know why? Because I'm not a paranoid ice head.
Well, obviously I am.
Yeah, fuck. It's fucking retarded. Sometimes I always try and justify, what logic is going through cunts' heads, and then I'm like, they're smoking crack. Why am I trying to justify?
Smoking crack. Yeah, yeah, it's rough, man. Well, we have some news on the shaman as well.
Oh,
yeah.
well, I haven't heard anything. So.
Oh, yeah, no, you did. You heard this. So, of course, with the shaman, he had, what was it? He made some money on sports bet. Oh, yeah. So we always lose on sports bet. So he put like $50 on 3 footy games, and then he won a shitload of money, and then ended up, well, not a shitload, but won a bit of money, and then kept putting more and more bets on, and then he won $1,500. See, we suck at betting. We lose money all the fucking time. We're fucking hopeless. But then the shaman, so he's got his $1,500, and then gets fried one night, and then put it all on 3 games, and every single one lost, and he lost all of it. But he won 20 bets in a row.
How does this cunt keep winning?
I don't know.
He's always like fried off his head, and no matter what we do, he's just like quiet, reserved, staring at the ground like he has autism and wins.
Yeah, and he's AFK. His brain is always AFK. He always
lags out.
Yeah, just...
I don't get that. The most I've won on sports bet is like $350 on a fight I didn't even watch. I put $10 on and somehow won, and that was like 2019. And this can't just somehow wins $1,500.
Yeah, I won a couple hundred, I think, from the NBA this year because I was putting money on the Heat because they were just
I've come so close with NBA every time though.
Oh yeah, it's
always one fucking
like someone doesn't get a rebound.
You're
or
always
something.
just like, oh, this team should win by 11 plus, and you're about to win like 4K on them, and it's like, no, they win by 9.
Yeah.
You just straight away like.
Have you seen those memes? And it's just like Mr. Beast or just like millionaires living life, and it's like me if like my multis went through.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's been so many fighters. I'm like, this is a guaranteed win. You know, I have this at the last leg of the bet. You know, easy money. And then like I'll do it sometimes where I get I'll be like, this is how they'll win, so you get more cash. Like you predict how they're gonna finish the fight. And so there's been so many times you can go through my sports bet history where it's just one leg where they could have got a finish, they didn't get a finish, and they go to decision. You're like, fucking hell, can't you like scream?
It's pretty nuts. Like I don't know why people get so like you put money on it. It's your money. You're putting the risk on it. Like I don't get why cunts get so heated.
They get heated because they put a lot of money on it though.
Yeah.
So I put like the minimum amount of money on it I can on it. Like probably it's always $10, never more.
Yeah.
And I always try and make it so it's like this outrageous bet. So it's like it's always got to pay like 20 grand.
Yeah.
It's like guess every round, every win and stuff like that. All because it's like, oh, if I win, cool.
Yeah.
But then it's like
and it's $10.
Yeah, but if like you see cunts put like $1,000 on there, and then it's like, well, you're probably gonna lose.
Yeah, and why are you putting like sending them death threats and shit?
Oh, dudes do get activated. Harry gets activated. He sends death threats. I can't remember what it was. I think
he's still waiting for his multi with Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's
DJT.
The most beast multi of all time. Just like do 3 random footy games, win them all, and then put Donald Trump at the end of the fucking leg and just hope he wins the election. He'll probably win. He will win. So he's coming back.
He's coming back. Oh, fuck.
Fucking Harry. He wins multis. I don't know how.
Yeah, all right. So then we need to go out and get brain injuries because obviously you have to be retarded to win multis.
His logic behind it is like he does this thing where you'll be like, oh, this guy's going to win this fight this way, and you'll be like, no, I reckon the other guy's going to win. So he'll just always go the opposite of you. And so like you probably have a high chance of winning because I'm always wrong. So
Strickland will win tomorrow.
No. Fucking no chance. If the cunt wins, I will be happy, but he won't win. There's just zero chance.
You can even tell, like at the interviews and that when they're like facing off, like he looks scared. Is he? I reckon because he's not.
No,
like,
he's not scared. He's not intimidated at all. Like he doesn't give a fuck. He punches on with random cunts all the time.
Didn't he punch a fan or some shit? Like they were saying that and they were cracking their shits.
It was friendly.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to think like the fight was put together in 6 weeks.
Yeah, because Ducris pulled out. What was his name? Ducris?
Yeah. And so it's like he's like, hey, pay me a heap of money, I'll fucking do it. I don't care. He'll still rock up to fight, but like the skill difference is really high. It's a weight division where like middleweight where there'll be one really good guy that'll run the whole division the whole time, and then everyone else will be average.
Oh, okay.
So that's why you had like Anderson Silva like destroying motherfuckers all the time. It's just the most average weight class of all time. Everyone else is like, you have Rob Whittaker, he's good. Alex Pereira, he's good. Then the rest is shit.
Oh, okay.
Like, obviously, Dricus beat Rob Whittaker, but his fucking fighting style is so weird. He shouldn't win fights.
Dricus?
Yeah, he just, like, walks forward. And I don't know how he wins fights.
Oh, so he just button mashes, just like Tekken style. Yeah.
Gasses out 2 seconds in, and then somehow wins. He's last.
Just a little bro, just... technique.
Just trying to figure out the controls. And his last like 3 fights he should have lost. There's certain points where it's like, yeah, he's fucked. And then he somehow comes back and wins. And you're like, what the fuck?
Nice.
And so they're like going to give him a title shot. Like, oh, he'll beat Izzy. No, he won't. He's not that good.
I had something funny happen last night at one of the open mics. There's barely anyone there. There was like these three ladies. Two of them were like about our age, maybe a bit older. They were fit. And then there's like an old geezer lady with them. And then the guy who runs the room, he had to give them free drinks to stay because they were going to leave. And you know how it is. Sometimes they get like burnt and then they'll like want to leave. And they're like,
yeah, it's always at the most awkward time.
Yeah. So they're leaving because like it's rough. Like I'll be honest. Some of the guys do well. Some of them it's like, fuck. And then yeah, as we finished up, because there wasn't many comedians at the first one, like the geezer lady, she asks us, she's like, "Oh, do you guys all know each other?" And we're like, "No, we've just been around and get to know each other. Like we've seen each other around quite a bit." She's like, "Oh, okay. Are you guys like daring each other to do this? Like you guys like that show like with the guys on Instagram?" I'm like, "Oh, be inspired unemployed." I'm like, "No, we're actually trying to be comedians." And her face just drops and she's like, "Oh." And she just had so much pity for us and she's like, "Oh, you guys were actually trying to be funny."
Yeah, fuck, rip.
Like,
she's a geezer, but
yeah. She thought like fucking Ashton Kutcher was gonna come out and she's like, "Oh, you got punked." Just like fucking just
filthy Frank. It's just a prank, bro.
yeah. Just like the camera crew comes out, just like that's what she was thinking was gonna happen.
You're the one sitting there watching amateur comedy.
Yeah.
It's your choice. You're there.
Yeah, they felt bad. Everyone kept asking them to stay. So they were right. They were laughing at some shit, but like if it like kind of went over the line a bit with some things, are a bit like ooh like that. So
depends. If you get racist with geezers, I think they fucking.
Oh yeah, they love it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's fucking. That's so funny though. There are cunts that do suck absolute balls every single time they go up.
Oh yeah, and it makes you wonder like, why are you doing this to yourself?
You think if the joke doesn't work like 4 or 5 times and you haven't tried to reword it,
yeah,
you just probably give it up.
Yeah.
There's fucking a few cunts out there like that. That's pretty funny. But there are heaps of people there or nah?
No, it was just them and some random chicks. It was 4 people. So it was rough. She was just like, "Oh," I thought she was unpunked.
What's the fucking one in Frankston? Are they still running that? Using your poster? Is that an old poster?
No, that was the old one. No, it's done. Yeah.
Are they still going?
No. They've done it.
Fucking fair enough.
Yeah, the other one in Frankston's closed down as well. So there's none down here now.
Oh shit! Why did the other one close down?
Because the guys, the venue got new owners. So.
And they were like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, I reckon it's dumb because they're making like they had heaps of people going. So
yeah,
like I don't see why you wouldn't do it, but. Yeah.
Well, even your room in Frankston still had heaps of people going.
Yeah, it was up and down. Like there's some nights where it was rough, where we were only getting a handful.
Out though, it was pretty good compared to all the other places.
Yeah, it was like 40, 50, but
that's
like,
a lot.
still, yeah, it just needed the support and things and how to get it going.
They're all about fucking the nightclub scene.
Yeah.
Jesse's had issues with those guys.
Yeah, I've heard.
He doesn't like them.
Yeah, so. It's interesting seeing how that place go. Like it's a cool venue. I like going there, but yeah,
they'll get shut down. Their licensing is incorrect or something.
Yeah,
they're not meant to be like a nightclub thing. But
oh, you meant to have a nightclub license?
Yeah. There's licensing behind it, and they have the incorrect one.
Okay.
So they just try to fight the cops every time they come in. To be fair, it's not a bad spot.
Yeah,
it's what it is. There's a lot of fucking essays and shit there, though.
Yeah.
It's just 18-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're old.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, or there'll just be guys there ready to commit hate crimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy was fucked. He had like PTSD.
Yeah, we were there one time, and then we're in the side room, and then there's this guy who was talking to us, and he tried to get us to sign up for Sky Footy Club. And then he's like, come up, but he was real touchy-feely and he had his hands all over us and we're like, no. And he's like, oh, you got to join Sky Footy Club. You get a hot dog on the day. The boys get around you. You love it. And I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm all good. Nah.
Sold.
Yeah, nah. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to play footy. And I even said, I'm like, these guys, they don't want to play footy either. And then they went on to you and Harry And he's like, nah, like, yeah, and then moved on. And then I was looking at you guys, and I'm like, fuck, that was weird. What the fuck was up with that? And you're like, yeah, I know. And there's a guy sitting across us on the table, and he was bald, looked like a junkie, mid-30s or something. And then he's pointing at me, and he's like, yeah, poofed up. And then I'm sitting there like, what? What the fuck? Thinking he's calling me gay. And I'm like, what? And he's like, nah, not you, the poofed guy from Sky Football Club. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. Like, didn't start this interaction whatsoever.
Johnny Sins.
Yeah, he looked like Johnny Sins. And then he starts getting real angry. And he's like, fucking hate cunts like that. Try and chat you up. They always trick you. They'll start talking. Like, they'll try and get you to come back to your house and whatever. But you better not fucking trick me. I did 6 hard years, cunt. 6 hard years.
While he's saying this, he's like, he's not looking at us. He's looking at the fucking table. He's just staring at like dead forward on the ground. He's like, it's like he's having like a PTSD flashback.
Yeah, and he's like veins in his neck are like sticking out and shit.
Yeah, and he chose the worst cunts to be around because obviously us being us, we were hyping him up. I was like, yeah, they have to tell you if they're trans. Fuck that. And I was like going off just because we had no idea what was going on. Yeah. So we're just like, fuck it, we'll activate this crackhead that's here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just like, afterwards, he's like, 6 hard fucking years. And then he just like hits the table, stands up. He's like, I'm going to go have a ciggy, and just leaves. We never see him again.
Yeah, because when he got up for the ciggy and walked out the room, we thought he was going to go out commit a hate crime.
He must have hooked up with a trans accidentally and then went on this rant like, you have to fucking tell me if you're trans.
Or I think he got raped in prison.
Don't know. 6 years. What the fuck did you do to get 6 years for?
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you don't want to see the room after I'm in there if you fucking trick me.
Bodies drop.
Yeah.
Fucking
let the bodies hit the
just standing up to go for a ciggy. He definitely would have hooked up with the trans. And he just got activated straight away. He's like, fucking, you have to fucking tell me. It's like, well, maybe don't be retarded. They look like dudes. It's pretty fucking obvious what they are. Okay. I want to know what happened after he left. He definitely went and punched on. Rip Johnny Sins. He's probably back in there. What a unit.
Back in. Just committed some hate crimes and he's back again.
Well, technically it is a hate crime. If you go I don't know. Who's in the wrong there? If you hook up with the trans accidentally and then afterwards they're like, oh, I'm actually a dude.
Yeah, is there any consequence for that? If you...
I think there is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't researched this because, you know, I have a pretty good eye. I can pick them out. I'm like, that's a dude.
Yeah, there's a fair few of them on Hinge and stuff. So
the ones on Hinge though are so bad. It's like that is a fucking dude, 100%. It's like no effort. It's always like greasy as hair. It's like fucking.
Or when you're on Tinder and it's just like Tinder just knows, and it's just like, you're not getting many matches. Have you tried being fucking gay? And a guy comes up and you're like, fuck.
The best ones are the dudes on there that's like, gay Tinder's not working. It's like, what the fuck do you think straight Tinder's going to do for you? What, like you accidentally match, you're like, fuck, I guess I'll commit to it, can I?
Yeah.
It's like, you're clearly a guy. I'm not looking for guys. I'm not going to suddenly change it because I accidentally swiped it.
Feels bad when you still swipe on the guys, but you don't get matches.
It feels bad. The worst part is when you fucking swipe the spastics, the retards, accidentally, and you don't get matched because it's like, what are the retards looking for, and are you not up to their standards? That's what's bad. Like, fucking hell. Like, you know, obviously I'm not going to swipe the retards, but you look at it and you're like, if I swipe this and I don't match you, I'm doing something wrong.
And then you'll swipe left on like some Shrek looking fucking thing, and then it's like, oh, you just missed out on a match. You're on my Tinder Gold, and you're like, no.
It does this all the time. It's like, you just missed out on a match. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. I know which one it was. The apps are so retarded. I don't get it half the time. And what sucks, all right, so I've fucking had this rant this whole week. It's fucking pissed me off. You know, you find some people on there, you try and have a normal fucking conversation, and then it just fucking, you end up getting ghosted. Never goes anywhere. It's like, all right, fuck it. So I hit the reverse. I was trying to be a bit more forward this time. And so I was like, fuck it, you know, I'll try and be myself, but a bit extra. You know, I'll be a bit more straightforward. And did Do you know the feeling where you put your hand out to get a handshake and then they just don't reciprocate, and so you shake your own hand?
Yeah.
That was the rejection I got. So I was straightforward, and then I was like, hey, we should catch up sometime. Change the subject. Started talking about her ankle. Got full on, like, diverted.
Yeah, nah.
I was just straight up, like kill
it's like
myself.
you try and, like, you try and be friendly. And then,
Well, I just try and be me, and then it leads to nowhere, so I'm like, sick. All right, cool, I'll be more straightforward. Then you're a fucking weird sex pest. There's no fucking in-between.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I know.
I try and make it as easy as possible. Like, yes, I sound like a fucking retard over text. Every person does. You read it back like you're fucking Stephen Hawking.
I think, I'm thinking of deleting them because I don't think they're any good. Because I think the whole thing, like what they do is they try and make it so you pay for it to get more matches. But I think a lot of people, they don't meet up on there anyway.
Well, the whole point is, like, you know, you're trying to talk to someone to get off the app, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. If anybody has a different opinion, you're fucking wrong. But you try and do that, and then it's like you're fucking communicating to someone for like 2-3 months. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, to have like one word responses the whole time. It's like, fucking hell. You try and initiate the conversation half the time, and then it's just like you're talking to a fucking brick wall. Like, there's been so many where I'm like, Helen Keller has better communication skills than you. Like, it's that bad. I'm like, there was one time I was like, oh, what do you get up to in your fucking free time? And then you just get like, oh, work. Like, one word response. I'm like, are you retarded? Like, I just want to know, are you fucking retarded? Do I have to have some kind of qualification to have this conversation right now?
Yeah.
Something's going wrong.
It'll be like, oh, how's your day? Oh, it fucking sucked. Why is that?
Yeah.
Oh, this person's a piece of shit at work. Oh, that sucks. What are you doing this arvo? Or seeing a friend. Oh, cool. How's seeing your friend? Oh, it sucked. They're a bitch. And you're like, oh, you're fucking awesome to be around.
Yeah, you sound like a really fucking fun time. See, like, you can have that outlook on your shit, and you can be like, oh, fucking... If somebody messaged me, it's like, oh, how was your day? I'm never going to tell them it's shit. Like, what am I trying to bait a response out of that person? Like, yeah, cool, I want to fucking kill myself today. Yeah, or we're going to have a fucking real fun time now, aren't we? Like, people are just retarded. Like, why do they get on the apps and then don't want to talk? Or, like, when they want to talk, it's all just negative. It's like, oh, sick, I'm definitely attracted to you now. Awesome.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Cunts are fucking NPCs.
100%. Yeah, do you know the swipe right, the percentages? Guess the dudes first, the percentage that dudes swipe right on chicks.
Less than 20.
No, the dudes swipe right on chicks.
Oh, yeah, 90.
No, 60.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You think it'd be higher. Like, there'd be some dudes out there just...
Yeah. And the percentage that chicks swipe right on dudes.
It's less than 20.
Lower.
It's got to be like 7%.
It's 3%.
Fuck, I was close. Obviously.
Yeah.
There's some fucking units out there. There's us.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But then it's like, what are you going to do? You're going to go out there and meet someone? It's like, who the fuck are you going to meet out here? You're going to go out somewhere. You're going to meet a 40-year-old fucking single mum. Awesome. That sounds like the best trade-off of all time.
Yeah.
It sucks because, like, it is the way to go, but you don't really want to do it. You know, you don't want to sit there and fucking have an NPC conversation after. But yeah, you're never going to meet anyone out there, I guess. Well, maybe you will, but like on your daily interactions with people, you probably won't have a good outcome for it. Like, you're never going to run into someone who you're like, oh, we should go on a date sometime. Barely. It's just the way that things are now.
Yeah. Like, I think the best way to do it is either meet people in person. So the most common ways people meet people now is through friends or work.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. Fuck work, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, we've done that before, and it's AIDS.
Oh, yeah, we both have, actually.
Yeah, and when it doesn't go well, it's AIDS.
Yeah, that went super well. Yeah, I don't want to fucking not... I definitely want to forget all of that.
Yeah, don't recommend doing it at work.
Never do it at
Meeting
work.
people.
Never do it at gyms, and just like any place where you want to consistently go.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck any part of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
But it's like, you know, you meet people through friends half the time, but then it's like, how often, like statistically, how often does that happen though? Majority of it is online. That just seems to be the way it's gone.
Yeah. Or like I've had like through just like social media, so you can just do it that way. Rather than the dating apps. So
Yeah, I've done that too, but like at the same time, like how common is that? Unless you're super persistent.
yeah, true.
I don't know. It's retarded. I reckon this is what I have to do. I'm not an incel because I don't hate women, obviously. I'm a volcel, voluntary celibate, and I reckon I'm just going to have to claim that title.
Volcel.
Volcel.
Yeah, sounds like Voltron's shitty, like fucking.
It's like
sidekick.
the priest that isn't a pedophile, but the robotic version.
Robotic priest.
Yes.
Volcel.
So Volcel, that is me. I am voluntary celibate. I'm giving it up. I'm
Just-
done.
You're a Buddhist monk, bro. You're gonna reach a higher power.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go on SR and just like develop my skills.
Yeah.
After the, you know, the hard rejection I got this week, I have to give it up. I reckon.
Oh, how? Oh, with the
Yeah,
just
the
change it.
fucking, you know, like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
that bad. I was like, fucking all right, Westgate tonight. Like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Not
no,
like I
it's pretty
care
bad.
though. The thing is, like, I don't give a fuck. I find it funny.
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
happens all the fucking time. Like, you know, on a daily basis, I'm like, cool, I'm going to get rejected. Awesome. So I love to tell a funny story about it.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck. But, you know, that one, I was just like, fuck, that was bad. I've never been like, imagine the in-person interaction doing that. Like, you're talking to a chick, you know, say you go out to like a house party, you meet a chick, you have a good conversation, like, oh, we should catch up out of here sometime, like outside this house party sometime. She just changes the subject. You'd be like, yeah, gun to mouth. You're eating rope for dinner, 100%.
Nah.
Fuck that.
Nah, what I get's the Oh yeah, sure thing, buddy. Oh yeah, pal.
That's
Oh,
not
mate.
as bad though.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
not
like
as
an
bad.
actual response to the question.
No, but that's them just friend zoning. Go like, yeah, you're
Yeah, I
getting
know,
nothing out
but
of
like
this.
changing the subject to talk about the fact that you're fucking ankle sore from running. That's a hard cut.
Oh yeah.
That's bad. I was just like, shit. I was like, all right, cool. Fucking, what are we going to have a conversation about now? Nothing. Oh, sick. Fucking, I got to give up. I'm not about the gay lifestyle, so I have to go Volstyle. The gays have it easy. Those dudes put out all the time. We found out through
Oh yeah, we've
pranking people through Grindr.
yeah, we have this prank where we'll put one of our we'll make a Grinder profile for our mates and put their phone number on there, so then they get like dick pics and like some of them are so bad sent to them.
They're the worst. They don't give a fuck. That's the thing. Like, dudes that send dick pics, please. I'm just requesting this. Kill yourself. But you know, these dudes like just take the weirdest fucking pics of all time. Like that one guy who was just like not hard at all. He's just like down. Just
Yeah,
like, to the
he's just
photo,
laying
like,
on the couch and it was just flat.
just, yeah, just off to the side. And you're like, what the fuck? Why would you send that?
But the first guy that sent our mate a photo, he was just bent over and had both his ass cheeks spread.
What the fuck?
And so that's what thing is though, he would have had to have a tripod like this to like fucking take the photo as well. So he's dedicated. That's not
He's
like
got it on film too.
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
has to go back through and like select the right slide.
so, or he would have put the timer on. So he's
Yeah.
like, all right, yeah, here's the best one.
It's fucking retarded. Why would you ever think to do that though? I would never like fuck that. Imagine that. I'm gonna send a set up the self timer on this tripod here, and like wait for the countdown, then just like expose myself, and then be like, I'm gonna send this.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to send it to a random number I saw on the internet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That is obviously a fake profile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's the funniest thing because then like your mate's just there just like,
Get
what
spammed with
the
dick pics,
fuck?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
go
the best.
hectic. I'd fucking take heads. I'm not receiving fucking weird old dude sticks all day. That's fucked.
Oh, it's so good. I did another one as well where like I called up a mosque and I had to act like I was Muslim for like 5 minutes. And I didn't know it was on Ramadan. And then I called up and I'm like, oh, my name's Brother Kaileb. I've got a friend who needs to see, that sounds more South African.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my name's Kaileb and I've got a friend who... See, I've gone South African again. I've got a friend who needs Allah in his life right now.
Sound like Western Sydney now.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to sound like. Yeah, so I was talking to this dude.
Oh my God, brother. Like,
yeah, oh my God, bro. Yeah, sick, yeah, fuck. So I was talking to him for like 5 minutes and then gave him my mate's number. And then he's getting spammed by the mosque to like join the church. To join the mosque in prayer. Yeah, join the brothers.
Fuck yeah. I thought
Hamza
about this.
Allah.
How good would this prank be? You'd fucking go viral on TikTok for sure. You just go to the Melbourne CBD and you just try and get cunts to draw Muhammad. Because obviously it's death by beheading if you try and depict Muhammad.
No, you gotta be careful, dude.
That's what I mean, but you'd go viral. Because all the Muslim community would get hectic and like
spam your full comments. Serious. No, they get bad. Like
fucking
no. There's a comedian that I know. Like he's big on TikTok here in Melbourne, and he had people. He was at a house party in the city, and he had some muzzies come there and try and bash him.
Yeah,
they pulled out a knife on him and shit, and all because he there's something with Islam and Fatima, Lady Fatima or something like I can't remember. But he was making a joke about that with like Muzzy chicks' names being Fatima and how they're like sluts or something. I can't remember what it was exactly. But they pulled the knife on him and shit, and like trying to stab him.
Fucking a teacher in France like did something related to Muhammad or whatever, and she got beheaded by some hectic ISIS dude. He just came up with a knife and cut her head off. It's like they go full on insane.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Which, you know, it doesn't definitely point out the flaws in any part of their religion at all. But, you know, it would be a funny prank.
Well, I have that.
Can you draw Muhammad?
I have that joke saying, like, what happens if Muhammad walks past a mirror and sees his reflection?
Yeah. Death by behead.
Yeah, no, he'd obviously be stoned to death because he'd be a homosexual trying to kiss himself, going like, that's one sexy habibi.
The fucking, the South Park boys did it the best. They were getting like suicide bomb threats. Like,
oh yeah.
And then they had to censor Muhammad. It was just a big censor bar. That's so good. Just piss them all off.
So did they actually have Muhammad in the episode and then they just censored it?
Yeah, they originally did, and then they put a censor bar up. Yeah. Obviously, they got a lot of death threats. Like tons.
But you know what's all funny about that? Everyone gets so heated and so fucking angry about it at the time. Because I remember that happened it was like 10 years ago they did it. Remember?
Yeah, it's got to be about there.
Yeah. Because I remember I was in early high school when it happened. Yeah, and everyone's getting angry and they threaten to do all the bomb threats now. But now, no one gives a fuck. Like, most people wouldn't even know that it happened. Or, like, no one cares. Like, if you just let time or just, like, get over it, no one gives a fuck.
Well, it was because it was probably still a big thing in the US.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Because of 9/11.
Yeah. So, like, up until they killed Bin Laden, it was a big thing.
Yeah. Like, I get it, why they were doing it. And there's a lot of, like, people that hate Muslims and stuff over there and things like that because of 9/11 and stuff like that. But, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, everyone just gets real angry at the moment and then they get over it later and they just don't give a fuck anymore. And then it's just so funny to me that they're threatening to kill people and suicide bomb.
Yeah, and
then nothing happened.
Under the rug.
Yeah, and no one did it because they're all pussies and just trying to, like, scare him into putting a censor bar over it or anything like that.
Episode,
Yeah, and now they just don't give a fuck.
Nah, they could probably make 1,000,001 Muslim jokes and they'll still get away with it. So.
Yeah.
It's just retarded. I don't know. I guess it's just part of the culture thing, though. Like, if one thing's wrong, everybody will jump on the bandwagon and try and take it down, and then as soon as it's over with, they're like, oh, that never happened.
Yeah. I've been thinking this week as well. It's been, like, I find it really funny how, like, certain groups of people are saying, you have to use language like this. You have to act this way. But then if you have an imaginary friend in the sky, you're still allowed to be like misogynistic and then treat women like shit. And it's like, oh, it's part of their culture.
When rape's part of your culture.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, but we're the bad guys.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of
just because we say a few bad words sometimes.
Yeah, I know. You can't say that. It's like, well, fucking, how come you have 12 wives and you rape all your kids?
Yeah.
Who's in the wrong here? You know, I might have slipped the M word here.
Yeah.
It's fucking retarded. It's like Iran when they had all the hijab protesters, like they're taking off the hijab.
Yeah, the 72.
Yeah, and so they
oh no, there was like thousands of them.
Yeah, 15,000. They imprisoned 15,000 of them. And they're like, oh, we got to execute all of them. And so they're all like, yes, we got to do it. Like, this is their fucking government. And they're like, oh, yeah, they can't die virgins. We have to rape all of them before we kill them. And they all voted yes. I was just like, all right, if that is your views and your laws as a culture, fucking something's obviously wrong. That you have to rape and kill fucking 15,000 people. But we're all the bad guys.
Yeah. And you notice at the start how everyone was getting behind it. And I'm like, yeah, like they should be able to wear whatever they want, should be able to do whatever. Like it's bullshit just because a majority of the people in that country believe in a visible man in the sky or person in the sky.
Yeah, but like prior, they were...
yeah, in the 70s, they were normal. Yeah. It was when they had the Islam Revolution, they had to burqa up. Yeah, and it's not because of the sun, it's because they... Apparently they...
Can't show ankle.
Yeah, can't show ankle.
Imagine getting hard over ankle.
Yeah, no.
That's bad.
No. Apparently they're not even allowed to like take photos and shit of them either. Like apparently it's real disrespectful, even though they're all burqa'd up.
Yeah.
Like they're meant to be hidden away. So and like they eat in different rooms, they do shit in different rooms because they think the women are sacred, so they keep them all separate.
That's retarded.
Yeah. Yeah, and everyone was all behind it saying like, oh yeah, we need to help these chicks, help these girls, blah, blah, blah. Oh, get behind them. And then it all goes by and just nothing happens. I'm like, oh yeah, that just happened. Just 15,000 chicks just raped and murdered. Just like, yeah.
Oh, well, the protests kept happening. And then I saw a video on Reddit. One of the militia groups were like, fuck it, we're just going to start opening up on the street. So they just started shooting everyone on the street.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Fuck that.
But, you know, they're the right, you know, they've got it all right. They've got it all fucking,
That's their culture.
Yeah. You know, you got our culture. We're trying to value the sniz over here, trying to get rejected all the time. You know, you can go over there if you want to feel appreciated. It's fine.
Oh, what was that one you sent in today as well? The Hungarian chick that went to join ISIS and then became a sex slave, and she tried to escape. And
she tried to claim they were like good people, and then went over there, joined the brothers, and then became a sex slave, and then tried to escape. There's this thing they do, so you can like, I forget what the name of the event is, but you can like customize your car and you drive it all over like Russia to the Middle East, to Africa and shit. Oh yeah, I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
You
know what I'm talking about. And so these chicks did it, and they were like, "Oh, the Middle East is safe. They would fucking respect women and shit like that." Straight away, as soon as they went into Syria, got kidnapped, beheaded. So their protest just like didn't work at all. Just got killed straight away. It's like
all the chicks that go to India to like find themselves, become hippies and shit. And, like,
fuck that. Going to India as a chick is a fucking red flag.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm really into like Buddhism and stuff like that. I'm gonna like go find myself, go on a spiritual journey, and it's just like
surrounded by 100 dudes as soon as you get off the plane.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You see the videos, like they're all just following them, like getting photos and shit.
Yeah, and just grabbing them and just like, it's fucked.
But that's fine.
Yeah. That's their culture.
Yeah, but we can sit next to a few chicks and they all claim we're rapists.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck on India. That's why my favourite animal is the sloth bear.
Why is that?
Because it's the most aggressive bear of all time, and it's in India. And because it was like hunted for thousands of years, it had like evolved to just be hyper aggressive and just kill whatever it sees. Just goes through Indian villages and just tears them all up and kills all of them. It's fucking hectic. They look scary as fuck as well.
I think I've seen photos.
Yeah. So they just go into villages and whatever they see, they kill. Just tear those boys up. That's payback. That's what you get for your scam call centers. and being fucking rapists half the time.
My life, my attitude.
They go hectic on the comments though.
Oh, yeah.
How come I don't get comments like that? I'd love a few Indian boys to spam my comments. I get nothing. I just get hate. I get called a faggot half the time.
There's a guy I used to work with. Yeah, and he came over from India on a visa, and then he's asking me, and he's like, "Oh, would you want to go to India one day?" And I'm like, "No."
It's a zero chance.
Yeah, no. I'm like, there's that many other countries I'd want to go to before India.
It's hot as fuck. You know, you try and go somewhere because you obviously can't drive there. You have to catch a fucking train. There's like 20,000 cunts on a fucking train. Half of them die on the way out because they're hanging off the side.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that was awesome. I just witnessed death before I got to my location. Like, how does that sound good?
Yeah, it doesn't at all.
Not at all. That's why they all come over here.
My life, my attitude.
Have you seen like clips from all the Bollywood films and shit like
Oh,
that?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so bad. I think I put the Batman one in the chat.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it's like Batman, the logo, and then it breaks out to like dance before they start punching on. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And then just all the edits, and it's always in slow-mo and just like...
Yeah, it's like different camera shifts like 20,000 times. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck off,
and it
mate.
all has that same sound. That
Surely they don't find it entertaining.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking have no idea. Fuck it, I'm never gonna watch one. So. Did I tell you about that Indian dude that worked in the kitchen with me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Kush. Obviously not his name. He thought he was a fucking hard cunt. Calling himself Kush. And so like I walk into the kitchen and he just like tries to take a selfie with me. And I was just like, what the fuck? He's like, give me your phone number. I was like, no, I don't even use it anyway, but I'm not going to give it to you. So he's like, oh, give me your Facebook. So I just like fucking typed my name and just chose like the second profile down. So it wasn't me. And then, the next time I was in there, I was like, oh, fuck, that cunt was weird. And they're like, no, he's a nice guy. He claims he's getting false domestic abuse charges on him and stuff like that, but he never did it and stuff like that. I was like, guaranteed he did it. I fucking will pull money on it. He did it. Next week I come in. I'm like, where's Kush? And they're like, oh, he got bashed at the train station. Apparently he's a hardcore ice head who was like beating up his fucking girlfriend the whole time and shit like that. And I think he was getting deported. And I'm like, I told you. I could have fucking told you from the start, but you didn't listen. If somebody comes up to you like, yeah, I'm getting charged with domestic abuse and I didn't do it. It's like, you did it. Like, how are you ever in that spot? Oh, you did it on accident.
Oh, yeah, it's really hard to frame. She just ran into a doorknob.
Yeah, my fist was out here and she ran into it.
Yeah.
I'm not a piece of shit, but that happened.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, it's what they all say as well. Just like, even though they're dealing drugs or whatever, like, oh, I got charged for dealing drugs. I didn't fucking do it.
The fucking cops are on me all the time. Fuck off, cunts. Don't deal drugs. Don't smoke ice. It's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah. 25 years, haven't smoked ice.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't sat around here one time and I'm like, hey, you know, maybe we should try it. Maybe they're on the right path.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe one time we should all just smoke up and see what happens. Let's fucking ruin our lives. Sounds like a really fun time.
Ain't no party like a shardy party because the shardy party don't stop.
Yeah. They do seem like they have a lot of fun.
Mm.
Especially some of the boys up in Frankston, like robbing every store, getting banned from every retail store on the peninsula, breaking into holiday homes and camping out. This is one story Jesse was telling me. It was funny, guys. So, some junkie went to jail, and so their house was like, had all their shit in it. And so another junkie, they always do it, like the junkies will go and rob the person's house. And so this guy comes up with a shopping cart and he like stacks a heap of shit in this shopping cart like real high and then puts a strap around it. And so Jesse is like driving the car around and he's like, he knows the junkie obviously. So he pulls up and then he's like, mate, that's not your stuff. He's like, yeah, it is. She gave it to me. It's like, nah, she's in jail. She definitely didn't give it to you. And then He's like, fine, I'll put it back, but I have to get a book at the bottom. And so Jesse's like, I stood there for half an hour watching this guy, like, he was like taking shit down and then putting it back on, like restacking it the whole time. So he wasn't actually taking shit down to get the book. He just like kept restacking it back up. And Jesse's like, I had to tell him to move aside and just like fucking grab this book out and then just arrest the cunt. Was this other one we were talking about, which was real fucking funny. There's this the old crack house that got bought out, but like it was like the main spot where all the junkies would go. And so one day one of them comes in with a pocket knife and he holds one hostage. He's like, give me all your weed. So he just robbed the cunt of the weed. He's like, all right, now make me breakfast, and just made him cook him eggs the whole time. Just held him at knife point, smoked his weed and made him cook him eggs. And then the junkie, like after the guy left, the junkie went to the cop station and reported it. And Jesse's like, I couldn't help myself but laugh the whole time. It's like, yeah, you got held hostage for weed and eggs.
That's fucked.
Maybe they got it right. We got to start getting on it.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was just thinking maybe you should try a prank call, but I haven't got a sim for the other one.
I'll prank call another time.
Yeah, do another.
It was pretty good, the
time.
prank calls last time. That was sick.
Yeah, that was good. I wanted the biggest strap on you have.
Fuck, I'm trying.
Yeah.
The best was that guy. He's like, if you call again, we will call the police. I was like, there's nothing you can do, pussy. I'm going to call straight back. He hangs up, call back straight away.
The best beast.
Call them up. Call up the cops. When we prank call you, cool, awesome. What are you going to tell them? Hey, some guy harassed me on the phone. They're going to be like, yeah, this is the least of our worries. If we say no death threats, can't do anything.
It's only like, yeah, if you do it heaps all the time, non-stop, then like...
Yeah, you can get like a restraining order eventually, but like, if we call 4 times in a night, what are you going to do? Report us, score, sick.
Yeah, good job.
The cops will be like, hey, have you tried blocking the number? Maybe that should be your first step before putting in a criminal report.
Pretty funny.
But I guess like them putting that threat out there is kind of like would deter a lot of people. We're retarded, so it doesn't.
Yeah, so yeah, most people are pussies. So.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Fucking, what was the other one? We called up for the strap-ons. Who was the other guy? I think what was it? I said I left my ID there, and then...
Oh, yeah, was it a Macca's or something?
Yeah. And then, that's when I was insulting him through the third person. That's the best thing to do. I was just like, my mate over here is calling you a fucking bitch, but I'm not saying it. I'm not agreeing with it at all, but I'm just telling you he's calling you a bitch. And then,
well, we full got him to check the cameras for like 5 minutes.
And then I was just like, write down the name, and I just like spelt out 69 ball sack. So good. Fuck, the shit that entertains us is fucking retarded. Prank calls are underrated though. They are pretty fucking funny.
Fuck.
It sucks because like when you did them as a kid, you kind of bitched out a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to do this one. I don't know why I've never told this. But I used to call like the Vodafone helpline and just claim I was going to commit suicide the whole time.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like 13. And so I was just like, if you hang up on me, I'll fucking kill myself. And they'd hang up every time.
What the fuck?
It's just because it was like you call like, it was like a 4-digit number that was saved in your phone. So you just call them up, some Indian answers, and you're like, help me, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Jesus Christ. I used to just call 000.
That's ballsy.
Yeah. Just because I thought it was funny. Like, yeah. And then mum and dad were like, no, you'll get in trouble doing that. They'll block our number. I'm like,
well,
yeah.
the cops can track your number.
Yeah. This was like 15 years ago, something, or more, like 17 years ago. There was another time as well, because I thought it was funny. Like, there was a couple. I remember it was like October or something, and then I was like only 7, but I ordered a taxi to come to our house on Christmas Eve. like 2 months beforehand, and the taxi full rocked up and was honking. And the guy got activated because like he got called out for this job. And then I said it was gonna like drive me to Melbourne or something, or the city. So he thought like, oh yeah, it'd be a good
He's
job,
gonna
like an
cash
hour
out.
drive. Yeah, just for nothing. And then like my parents were like, who ordered a taxi? And I was like, no. But I think we had family over because it was like Christmas or something. We had some friends over or something. And everyone's like, what the fuck?
I was about to say, can you still do pizzas to people's houses? But we were doing it to Kev's house.
You were?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. You try to fight.
Like, what happens when they don't have money and they don't get paid? Do they just take it back?
Yeah. They just block your number.
True.
And so, yeah, we were sending him to Kev's house the whole time. And one of the boys was like, he was video calling him at the same time, and he changed the camera so it looked like he was driving. He was like, oh, I'm coming there in about 30 minutes, just tracking the Domino's timer. And he's like, I've got boys in the car. I've got 5 boys. We're going to fucking beat your head in. And Kev would get activated. And so there was a knock on his door, and he ran out there to fucking punch on. It was just 2 Indian pizza chicks. Comes back in. He's like on the ground crying. He's like, I feel like a fucking dog. It's the funniest video of all time. He's just defeated. He's like, they were shit scared. You said you were rocking up with fucking boys. So good.
Jesus, man.
Imagine being like that on edge 24/7 that you think like every cunt's coming around your house to punch on. It's got to be a pretty fucking wild lifestyle. Never going to figure it out. So.
Oh, that's actually a good idea, ordering pizzas to like people's houses and then just like...
It'd be an interesting debate to see because they'd be like, who ordered pizza? And
Yeah.
then all of them would deny it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is the address we have the pizza for. It's like, we should do it to Lachie. Just set pizzas there.
That'd be so good.
It would be a good prank.
Yeah. But like, you don't just do like a normal order for like 1 or 2 pizzas or whatever. You got to order like fuck.
Yeah,
tons.
that's why you order like 5, 6. So it's just like a hectic order where it's like, well, you can't have to pay for this now. That would actually be a really good idea.
Yeah, it'd be funny as fuck.
Fuck, why haven't I thought of this before? This is why people never give me their phone number as well. I remember like one of my mates, she said, I don't know why she gave me her phone number. And then she was like, oh, don't sign me up to any troll shit. I was just like, what makes you instantly think I was going to do that?
Yeah, I've had a chick do that to me, but she knew that, like, she knew the shit I do, and she's like, "You're not getting my number."
Yeah, to be fair, I don't use my phone number, but like, yeah, I can see where they're getting at.
Yeah.
But like, I'd have to have some intent behind it before I did it.
Yeah.
If it's just some person I know, like you or someone else, like, why the fuck am I gonna set it
Because
up?
you know that, like, obviously, I'll just do it straight back.
Because they know it's me.
Yeah.
Straight away. Like, I can't.
Fuck, guys are sending me
There's
pictures
so
of
many
butts
things-
again.
Yeah, there's so many things like pranks and shit that I want to do, but I can't do because as soon as I do it, they instantly will know it's me. I want to like, there's a place I want to Google review, like tank all their reviews, and I know as soon as I put up one fucking thing, like they'll instantly know it's me.
Yeah, you told me this. Like, you just got to say, like, saw the owner having a wank in the company car at the front of a primary
Yeah,
school.
we're gonna say he was belting off at the at the foreshore.
Yeah, or in front of a
Yeah, I
primary
was like,
school.
what the fuck? I was going for a run, and me and my daughter ran past this dude who was fucking jerking off in his car on the fucking foreshore. And I'm like, I recognized him because I go to that place. And it's stuff like that where it's like, you kind of sound like you're an innocent parent. Something's happened, so people believe it, and then get your mates to like reply to that one and be like, what a sick fucking stuff like that, and just tank the reviews.
That's cool.
Or it's like, oh, I'm probably going to incriminate myself here, but I don't give a fuck. If you do hear this, I put a sticker on your sign for a reason because I think you're a fuckhead. So obviously there's this business that I'm pretty sure went under anyway, just after I put this sticker on their sign, but fuck, I hate this dude. And so I saw where his factory was, and I was like, fuck, there it is, I found it, stuff like that, because they never had an address up for it.
Yeah.
And by pure coincidence, I had prank stickers in my car saying, like, I'm a convicted sexual predator, please stay back. And so I've got a video of it on my phone. I walk up and just slap one on the sign. And then, yeah, they never knew it was me because nobody fucking messaged me. But, like a couple of weeks later, the sign was down, and they shut their business down. I was looking up their Google reviews and shit, and nobody had reviewed for like 6 months. So I'm like, obviously it was a shit business to go with, but like, it'd be funny if people walk past and like, fuck, this guy is a sex predator. Like,
That's pretty good.
to be fair, I wouldn't do it to anyone else unless I thought you were a piece of shit, though. This guy is a piece of shit, please. I don't say this lightly. Please remove yourself. Unalive. Self-delete. Please.
Jesus Christ.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I'll check time, see how we're doing.
Yeah. See